So today we're going to talk about why the monk in Final Fantasy XIV tabletop RPG might be the best monk in any tabletop role-playing game I've ever seen. My name is Coleman Webb, and I am the creator of LimitBreak20.com, where we have additional resources for anyone playing the Final Fantasy XIV tabletop RPG. So anyone who's played a monk before, especially if you're playing D&D 5th edition using the 2014 rule set, know that they are really sort of the most underpowered martial that exists. Well, Final Fantasy XIV sort of turns that whole hourglass up on its head. So the first thing to note is that monks, right from the gate, get to attack 3 times per round. So basically, it doesn't matter what level you start at. You start at level 30, playing at level 60, you're going to be getting 3 attacks per round, which is awesome. Now, the other thing that's really neat is that they actually have different martial forms, similar to the online video game. It's Oppo Oppo, Raptor, and Coral. And what happens is that each attack that you do is going to basically enable one of those forms, and it's kind of like a chain. Now, to take it a step further, they actually have an additional resource called Chakra, and you can spend Chakra to do additional damage with like secondary abilities and things of that nature. Now, what makes it even better is that when you start the match, you generally have a number of stacks of what's called Bestial Fury. So each form has a number of stacks of this Fury. And certain abilities, you can actually expend one of those uses of Bestial Fury and do an additional 1d6 worth of damage and move an additional 2 spaces. So what's nice about that is that certain abilities will enable this for you to spend it, and others will actually recover this. So unlike a monk that just only has a couple of key or focus points, or whatever they're calling it in D&D, you actually have the ability to spend these, get additional damage, take additional movement, and then on a following or subsequent round, replenish these resources. So the monks are probably one of the most mobile and flexible character classes in the game so far, as I'm going through this. But yeah, if this is something that interests you, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you've played one, I want to hear your experiences.